off the TV is way too misleading. Telling them lies until you believe it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. It don't take a genius to pick up the pieces.
Mic check. All right, good. We have a signal. Fantastic. All right, good morning out there. Well, hello. Hope you're having a good day, regardless of what time you might be catching this transmission. Of course, on the replay. Bear with me 1 second here. I'm just sorting out in the background. Just get me bearings this Friday, 28th of March, 2025. Bear with me, sorry. Just gonna look at a couple of things. Actually, do you know what? We are gonna watch a quick video. Hopefully this one plays. It's only, 3 minutes. Via Zach. So we'll quickly check this out. And then we'll get to what I got for you. Again, bear with me here. I'm just sorting out.
Welcome back, True Seeker. We're going to keep this one short and sweet. In the UK today, urgent warning over record high levels of killer bone breaker virus landing in the UK. It goes on. A record number of deadly dengue fever cases were imported into Britain last year, official data shows. Cases of the tropical disease, which can cause agonizing pain in the joints and muscles, landing in the UK surged to 904 in 2024, the highest level ever recorded. Officials have now urged travelers to take precautions to prevent catching the virus, which is spread by mosquito bites while overseas. So again, bone breaker. Take a good look at the Gematria value, that 201. And remember, the last time there was a big medical scare in the world, the pandemic, it was simulated with event 201, a very prominent number to the Jesuits. If you're new here, the Jesuit order equates to 201. The word Jesuits alone equates to 86. And here we are on the 86th day of the year. Keep in mind that guy who does a lot of experimentation with mosquitoes and who prides himself on jabs, William Henry Gates, a.k.a. Bill Gates. He has one of those names that equates to 201, and his ex-wife comes from a family of Jesuit priests. And, of course, Melinda French Gates, like the Jesuits are from France, had the same birthday as the Jesuits. They had their foundation together across the street from the world's biggest needle, where the first case of Cooties 19 landed shortly after Event 201, which they were the co-host of. First case in the world confirmed outside of mainland China was in their backyard. About a decade to Gates declaring a decade of jabs. Saying in 10 years' time, let's have a jab-ademic across the world. Again, he called it almost 10 years to the day. But yeah, he's made a lot of money off those jabs. He sure has. He went from computer viruses to viruses. And you might recall back in the time of the scandemic, they were showing footage of Bill Gates and the offerings that he gives to poor African people. He allows them to go in nets and be bitten a gazillion times by experimental mosquitoes. And I think, man, Bill Gates, why doesn't he offer those jobs in Seattle, you know. What a nice guy for him to offer those jobs way over in Africa. I wonder how many people would sign up for that job in Seattle.
Yeah,
Yeah, just go in the net for 30
exactly.
minutes, get bit by the experimental mosquitoes, and we'll do a little report on it. I'm a great philanthropist, offering opportunities to those most in need. But yeah, notice this this mosquito problem. It's coming from Africa too. Isn't it interesting how it all works out? How perfect it all is. Remember they were telling people back in the time of Cooties 19 that if you had darker skin, you were most at risk. You needed to go get the experimental jab faster than anyone.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, again, just documenting the 201s, the bone breaker. Wasn't there a rapper with that name? He didn't do the song Never Scared. Maybe that's not quite his name. I forget what it was. The song's like 20 years old. Anyway, have no fear, Truth Seeker. That's what the media's trying to do all day. And of course, another big part of this agenda is just to get people to stay indoors. Watch some more Netflix. Don't move your body so you pick up some other preventable disease and illness. Fear. It is their number one tool. Till next time, Truth Seeker.
Yeah, definitely talking facts there, but still be vigilant. As I always say, they need us to be able to do what they do, but because they're such megalomaniacs, I mean, don't think that they could, do some crazy stuff as they have already been doing, whether it's bombs, whether it's this thing, that thing. Listen, man, these megalomaniacs will happily break the threshold. Yeah, and we're not just talking about, the Paranopson or something like that, and trying to get through dimensions and break veils. Like, these people are crazy. So if they was to let something out and they couldn't manage it, even if some of the main of them like, we've had our special little anti whatever, you know what I mean? We've had our special pill or special jab to counter once we let this out in the air or in the food. Again, I'm not saying that, because as I say, they need us more than we need them. Yeah. So, but don't rule it out, man, that they can put out a little something, Again, I'm not saying C19 is fully fake. Definitely not saying that. These people are crazy. Again, my whole street's still alive as far as I know. I'm still here. Like, what? The most craziest virus known to mankind, just all of a sudden. Okay. Anywho, we'll quickly look at this story before we continue with the title. With what I've got. We've got the Amsterdam Knifeman situation. I saw that popping off. Well, not when it actually happened, but late last night, and I said, all right, fucking hell. And funny how I said the day before was fitting, or yesterday was also fitting. Remember, the day before yesterday had a lifeless and a 38. We had the Germany car plow. Even though I don't know if they're saying that one is terror related. I think it was just to trying to say the narrative is somebody, and it could be this, obviously. I'm not saying it's not. Obviously, we can determine and distinguish on different occasions, more so either or lesser or more so, to say whether it is or isn't, nefarious shenanigans, scripted, regardless if we understand that they have amplified the frequency, which is causing people to spaz out. Also, alongside with their scripted events. But yeah, before we get to the Netherlands, Dutch Knifeman situation, we've also got Liam Payne. We've got One Direction, who was in the One Direction, but he left. I don't know if he's going to go back to a reunion, if they're going to do something like that soon. I have no idea. But anyway, Zayn Malik, he's definitely popped up around here before. Of course, I already showed the video. If you go back, I'm not going to show it today, but if you go back through, just go to the Liam Payne playlist. If you haven't seen the video that I'm about to say or mention briefly, the One Direction situation that linked up with Stephen Hawking. Remember the astrology guy in the wheelchair? And when he died with Pi Day, and then how it linked up with what was going on in the news and stuff like that via Jacuzzi Truth with that video that we watched. But anyway, he's back again, and It's definitely fitting. I'll say that much. Now, I just saw this. Jab error. Woman 30 develops severe case of world's most deadly infection after she was given wrong MMR vaccine. Shit, can I say that over here? Shit, am I allowed? Shall I spell it? Fucking hell. V. I don't even say letters anymore. Anyway, it comes as health chief sounded the alarm over surging cases, of the deadly disease. Interesting, I got the time, initial post time of 44 minutes past the hour. Kill, 44. A lot of this is military exercises, right? Sure, military is 44. Again, kill is 44. Did an update time of 52. No. Government 52, right? Terrorists, always terrorizing us. Terrorists 52. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. For obvious reasons. The healthy 30-year-old woman visited a clinic in Ireland to get her measles, mumps, and rubella. Again, MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, the jab. But a bungling medic mixed up the vaccines and gave her a shot of the vaccine against tuberculosis, unwittingly infecting her with one of the world's most deadly diseases. Fucking hell. Known as the Bacillus clamat. Oh my god, I don't know how you pronounce that last bit. Gurin. Bacillus clamat or clamati gurin, BCG. It's the classic one we used to get in school, right? Fortunately, I have a scar on my arm. None the wiser. It's in school, cookie cutter. Oh, we have to line up. We have to. All right. Smiley faces. Yeah, man, you need to get that because. That's just the crazy domino effect, as I always mention here and there, right? Right, we're not going to go too much into that, but I just thought that was interesting coming off of what Zach was on about, of course, with the. What was it called? Bone breaker? Where am I again? Bone breaker virus? All these flipping names and variants and stuff. Can't keep up. Huh? Oh, somebody's in the chat. Sorry, I wasn't on the tab. Shout out to Panda, who said, let me put it on the screen. Hope you're doing well today on Friday, 28th of February, 2025. Well, yeah, we're just getting on with the UK stuff. Let me get to some of my notes here. I'm not going to try and be too long, probably about 20 minutes, try to be. So yeah, going back to the Knifeman situation. Hold on, it's a flyby. Let me put my cape on. My Gematria cape. Pull it off the hanger. Let's swoop in for the Friday flyby. You get me? Put on the right attire. Swoop in this motherfucker. God damn, let me. Right. So, again, we had the Germany situation, right? With the car plow. Again, it was on the day of a life lesson of 38. And imagine, let me get to the correct notes because I went back too far. spoke about Germany yesterday. Now we're going to go to the Knifeman situation that took place in Amsterdam. Sorry guys, give me one sec. Just trying to find it on my notes here. In the gallery. Again, I would show my stuff, but StreamYard doesn't like my device, so what can I do? And at the same time, you know, I've shown the same shit over and over again with a bazillion visual entries. So again, if you are new here stumbling into this video, be sure to, you know, do your due diligence and you will find, you know, thousands of visual presentations with me talking, and some when I'm not talking and I'm just showing you with visually. Right, here we are. So knife horror, excuse me. I was waiting to get to the correct slide. So anyway. Knife horror. Amsterdam knife man stabs 5, including 2 American tourists in Rampage. As witnesses heard piercing screams in Dam Square, yeah? Note the update time at this time. I don't know if they changed it, but the time I got the screenshot here, it was 51 minutes past the hour with the update time. And we know Islamic, I'm sure, equals 51. And 39. Yesterday I had a life lesson of 39. Again, it's the day after Germany situation. Again, that had the life lesson of 38, Germany 38, and the rest that we had for that. Perfect place, you could say as well. Dam Square. I mean, wow. 54, 144. I mean, it's Jesuit order, terrorism, 54. 144, Jesuit order, or the Jesuit order. And if you're at 44, you get 144. Also, it also equates to 45. Dam Square equals 45. Knife, again, knife equals 45. Again, this is at Dam Square, Amsterdam. It also equates to 36 and 99. Perfect place for knife attack and racism. Racism equals 36 and 99. So again, knife 45, terrorism 54, racism 36 and 99. Dam Square 45, 36, 99, and of course we spoke about the 54 and the 144 again in the perfect place. Yeah? With this Dam Square Amsterdam knife man attack. Unbelievable, but not surprising when you know the code. Again, Dam Square 45, knife equals 45. Dam Square equals 54, terrorism equals 54. Dam Square 99 and 36, perfect place for racism and terrorism. Racism 99 and 36. Again, a Dam Square. Amsterdam took place yesterday, knife man. Again, they've got the update time of 51 minutes past. I'm sure Islamic equals 51. I mean, what are the odds of this every time? Literally. Come on, man. Yeah, and they say 2 Americans, right, got injured. Hold on, let me go back to my slides on full, you know, concise clarity. Amsterdam knife man stabs 5, including 2 American tourists. And what do we know about 52? Terrorist equals 52. Government 52. If, you know, there is nefarious involvement. And stab and stab wound equals 52. I mean, give me a break. How many times have we said these numbers with these specific situations, or whatever the situation is, the specific numbers that goes and follow suit? There's something to this, clearly. Yeah. Interesting again, mental health 61, terrorist 61, knife rampage 61. think somebody's a little cuckoo loco. Fucking something, mate. It's absolutely something, right? Like, it's definitely a combo. Right, let's keep it moving. And I'm sure yesterday I had a day in numerology. Of yeah, 3 of 27. Oh, I have not said this yet. As I'm about to say the day numerology 30. Hold on with that. Yesterday's day was what? The 27th. Again, the knife equals 27 and 45. Where was the place and the madness with what we're talking about? Dam Square in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Dam Square equals 45 like knife. And again, knife equals 27. Yesterday was the 27th of March. I mean, this is just undeniable now. With the day numerology 30, also, do you know what? I don't want to get ahead of myself. Excuse me, I'm seeing another slide here. Don't talk too quick. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Yeah, I'm sure it's Islamic, that's 30. Islamic's 30 and 51. So again, you got the update time of 51. They're talking about Islamic terrorism. And again, we know Islamic terrorism equals 201. Remember, Holy Bible, Hamas terrorism. What was the other one? Oh my God. Iranian? Is it Iranian? Iranian, Hamas, Islamic terrorism, sacred number, the Jesuit order 201, the Holy Bible 201, the State of Israel 201. I mean, there's so many significant 201s. Again, heliocentrism 201. Anyway, stab equals 30. Yeah, we just spoke about Islamic 30. Go figure. I mean, at this stage, it is a fucking no-brainer, right? How is it not? How does this not make sense to your brain cells if it doesn't make sense to your brain cells? Anywho, and remember, stabbing also equals 142, like terrorist 142. You know, we always bring that one up concerning the hour and 2 minutes, or they called documentary 102 minutes that changed the world, in reference to 9/11, September 11th. And of course, 102 minutes equates to 1 hour 42. Yeah. So again, when they're giving you the Corona V, yeah, when they give you the Corona V, remember, Corona V equals 142, terrorist 142. So it just goes so nicely in their favor, because we know terrorist also equals 52, government 52. You know, once you just know the play and the alchemic, or the dark, warped, distorted alchemic practices that they're deploying on the people with the MK Ultra Utopia program, I mean, it's obvious and clear to see. Anywho, so again, Terror 52, you got, what was it, the 5 stabbed and 2 Americans, again, stabbing 52. Just quickly go full circle with that before we keep it moving. We spoke about 30 with the day numerology, 3 of 27, of course, March 27th. 3 of 27 equals 30, stab equals 30. Give me 1 second here. American equals 37. Knifeman equals 37. So that fits in rather snug. If you write out 2 American tourists, you've got the 72 in a Jesuit order 72, and that's with the number 2, yeah? So the number 2 and then American tourists. Also, if you write out the number 2, of course, TWO, 2 American tourists, that equals 263, and we know the love, the 56 prime relationship with the 263, because of course Society of Jesus equals 56. And again, the Jesuit order is the Society of Jesus that work for the Catholic Church and whatever fucking orders and, you know, their fucking factions and fascist fucking contingency plans and fucking I tell you, a bunch of bastards working through the ages. Again, they're not on horseback anymore. Right now, they're kicking back, chilling. Yeah. Um, Americans equals 61. Remember, we spoke about the 61 earlier. Terror 61. There was another one. Rewind the video. Stabs equals 61. I'm sure there might have been one more. Americans 38. Again, stabbing and stabbing. Again, words like murder, death, cancel, destroy. Collapsed. Words like drowned even equals 38. Knifing 38. So again, 2 Americans. Also stabs 25. Remember time, death, RIP 25. But anyway, stabs 25. American tourists 205. Drop to 0. So yeah, 5 people, including 2 American tourists, were stabbed during the horrific Amsterdam knife rampage, cops have said. Horrified witnesses revealed they heard piercing screams in today's frenzied attack, again, which took place yesterday, the 27th of March. Again, knife equals 27. It took place near Dam Square, which is at the heart of the Dutch capital. So it goes on to say the victims include a 67-year-old woman and a 69-year-old man of American nationality. A Polish man as well. And a Belgian lady. And then a 19-year-old from Amsterdam. Interesting numbers. 19 chaos. Knife man also equals, we spoke about 37, but it also equals 73 as well. Knife man. Interesting. Mason 26. Illuminati 69. Freemasonry 67. And no, I'm not saying they was, you know, in on anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying interesting numbers considering what we're looking at. Goes on to say it comes after Syrian asylum seeker. Alright, so this comes after a Syrian asylum seeker was found charged with murder after a 14-year-old boy was stabbed to death in a knife rampage in Austria. Yeah. Now we're going to look at, of course, the dates with this last one, which I'm sure we covered. So we're going to see, you know, date duration with that in a moment. So again, a Syrian asylum seeker was charged with murder after a 14-year-old boy was stabbed to death in a knife rampage in Austria. Yeah. Officials say the 23-year-old was motivated by Islamic terrorism before his alleged role in the bloodbath attack that left 5 others injured. 3 of the people caught up in the frenzied assault in the town of Valak were rushed to hospital in a critical condition last month. All 5 survivors are aged between 15 and 36, with one being of Turkish and the others Austrian citizens. Police spokesman Reina Dionysia said at the time. So again, Islamic 30 and 51. I can remember the update time with the news at the time of when I took the screenshot. So again, you got the day numerology 30, March 27th, 30, Islamic. You got the life lesson 39, 3 at 27, 2 at 0, 2 at 5, 39, yeah? And again, you got the update time. You've got the update time in the news. Oh, and you know what? I completely forgot to say. So quickly, you got the update time of 51. Again, Islamic 51. Islam equals 27. Yesterday was the 27th of March. Again, Islam equals 27. Knife 27. And 45. Damn square 45. You see? And I'm sure damn square was 36. Again, racism 36. I'm sure it was 54 as well. Remember, terrorism 54. Damn square 54. Jesuit order 54. Islam 54. As well as the 45. Yeah, perfect. If you write out Syria, that equals 27. So again, talking about the other one with the can't remember where it was now. Where was it again? It was it Austria? I think it was Austria. But anyway, Syria equals 27. 36, like racism. Syrian equals 41. Terror equals 41. Do I need that 86? Hold up here. Yes, the 86 data, yeah. Syrian equals 86. Wow. Interesting. And then looking at this one, the Austrian one, with the Syrian asylum seeker. I'm just looking at my screenshot from the news article. I'm sure stabbed equals 46. Initial post time 9 minutes past 7 in the evening, so 199, yeah. And then the update time 1603, 163 again, the 38th prime. Stabbing and stab wound, murder 38, killing 38, found dead, collapsed, etc. Yeah. And the day itself was on the 46th day of the year, as of 15th of February. Day numerology 17. 2 and 15, 17, stab 17, kill 17. In the date span, 1 month, 1 week, 5 days, killing 115. You got 5 weeks, 5 days, or 5 weeks, 6 days as well. Was it Syrian 40? 40 days. Sure, it was Syrian. Yeah, Syrian 40. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. US Taurus 37. Again, Knifeman. The US 13 and 40. The initial post time of the article with the stabbing stuff with Amsterdam was 13 minutes past. Oh no, do you know what? I mean, it's there actually, though. 36, 63. But you know what? 36 and the 54. US tourist. Okay. Let me quickly do the Liam Payne bit that I've got here. Just quickly as well, you got Emily Hand. Was she Irish? One of the hostages. I know we covered Emily Hand, the little girl with the hostages, Hamas terrorism. Emily Hand, and then you got Nikita Hand. And then you've got the McGregor McTap with Habib, with that whole situation. Along with the Hitman game, again, if you're not up to speed with what I put out, I don't know, maybe 8 weeks ago now, about 2 months ago. Apparently he's running for I don't know, like a president-y type of, or prime minister type of position in Ireland, Conor McGregor. Could you imagine if he gets it? Oh man. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you got, from your Reagans to your Trumps, so I wouldn't be surprised if Conor McGregor did become the Prime Minister of Ireland or something like that. That would not surprise me at all. Bear with me here. Just looking for my notes for the. bear with me. Oh yeah, here we are. Found it. And before we start that, there's just only one quick slide, but again, just to show you, the upkeep from the Masonic media. Again, crash horror. Man dies in road rage attack as cops hunt man as cops. Oh my god! As cops launch manhunt for van driver who fled the scene. So again, crash horror. Man dies in road rage attack as cops launch manhunt for van driver who fled the scene. Well, I want to say again, condolences and all that stuff, obviously, but what I'm showing here is if they haven't changed the article or the update time, you will see in the Sun News that it's 34 minutes past, and of course, murder equals 34. Yeah. Again, a story about road rage, death. And onto One Direction now. So you've got One Direction. It's got the heading Changing Times. Again, this comes from the Sun News. What emotional moment Zayn Malik sings One Direction song for the first time in 10 years. His last in the band with Payne. So I think it was the last song that he made being in One Direction. The boy band. And of course, the initial post time is 8:38. And we know murder and death. And all those specific type of words under that umbrella or in that pigeonhole would equate to 83 and 38. As we've pointed out a bazillion times. And of course, we know what happened to his friend, right? His bandmate. We'll put on a quick reminder. Of course, in no way is this a premonition. Of course, it was a forecast from these people, right? Again, Masonic mocking.
That I've put them up there, right? 33 and checkerboard, they love that one. Checkerboard bag under his head in the photos. The Simpsons predicted his death. Record company had dropped him 2 days prior. Same time girlfriend left him. That's coincidence, isn't it?
Even the Simpsons predicted it. Even the Simpsons predicted it.
So, again, back in the news. Well, seemingly so, seems to be syncing up. Concerning this number situation. So the name of the song is Night Changes. That's the name of the song. I think he was in Mexico the other day. Might be mistaken, but it looks like he's wearing orange. I'm sure Mexico, I know that equals 33. Orange, we know equals 33. We know masonry equals 33, right? Magic. In society, police people, order society. Give me a moment here. Now, this event that Zayn Malik was singing at in Mexico took place on Tuesday, just gone, 25th of March, 2025. If we do that date to the upcoming annual day of his band member that passed, Liam Payne's death, October 16th, you get exactly 6 months, 3 weeks, bang on, yeah? 6 months, 3 weeks, 0 days, 63. Interestingly, if I can find it just to make sure. Yeah, if you write out Liam James Payne, equates to 63. If you do this date to what would be his upcoming birthday for Liam Payne, 29th of August 2025, you've got a span of 5 months, 4 days, or 5 days. You've got 158 in there as well in terms of span, the 223. But anyway, 5 months, 4 days. We just spoke about 63 with Liam James Payne's full name. His full name also equals 54, like 5 months, 4 days. Also got another span of 205 days. And that's going to his death day, right? So from Tuesday, just gone 25th of March, to the annual death day coming up, October 16th, 2025. We know death times up RIP equals 25. And also, pain equals 25. Excuse me, I'm thinking, am I missing something there? Should have some 42s that's gonna come up shortly as well. Liam Payne 42, Zayn 42, Zayn Malik 42. One Direction Night Changes equals 402. Give me 1 sec, I'm looking for that 42. I'm sure it was on the date duration somewhere. Unless I'm tripping. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, no worries about that. No, don't worry about that. My bad. Oh, actually, maybe not. Hold up. From Zayn's, from Zayn Malik's birthday, it's going to his next birthday, January 12th. It's 42 weeks, bang on, from the Tuesday, yeah? March 25th. His next birthday, 2026, January 12th. And again, Saturn 42, we know the love of Saturn. Right. I think I am done. Alright, wholeness. Catch you on a rebound, maybe. Not sure when. But maybe never. Who knows? Alright, have a good weekend. Peace. Oh, and just a quick track from me. Quickly play this one. Or maybe two, who knows?
call somebody is crazy. These people are not crazy, they're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy, they're strong people. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy, they're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
in the hood. I've been tapping into memory, been misunderstood. I've been vibing, I've been minding, I've been riding crash conscious. Ego kinda big, now I'm slightly obnoxious. In a loop with a zoo, every day I'm a loop. Selfish on my terms, cause I've been given, been kind, been silly, been blind. Now I'm tired, but what you say, what you got for me? Life's a game of nothing, so obviously I roll the dice, play nice, fly high, starry-eyed, worldwide dreaming. Finding life meaning, believing in anything that keeps my soul feeling. My freedom's extreme, I need this knowledge, yeah, I borderline feeding. The universe connection and the weed help me feed it. In my body, in my soul, exploding, unknown. Round we go. But never really find a place that we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. It's like round we go. I never really find a place that we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing, I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom been it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, actual physical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shit, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit, it's illuminated shit. Round we go. And never really find a place that we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. It's like round we go. I never really find a place that we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing when I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey is searching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I wanna go home. It's like round and round and round and round and round we go. I never really find a place that we can call home. And every day we're searching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing, and I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom's in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my Caesar in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, sexual, physical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shame, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit. It's some illuminated shit. Round and round and round and round we go. I never really find a place that we can call home.